In homage to Ken Babs and the later generation of merry pranksters who picked up and played with Neal and drove with him years later, in the 60s decade. A sort of visionary dream I had a few years ago called I Went to the Movie of Life, dealing with the Merry Pranksters Caravan. I don't know, have you ever heard this, Ken?
No, I want to hear it. Go.
Okay. It's a dream.
All right.
I had just been down in Tutwiler, Mississippi, the root of the home of the blues, the Delta area, with Harry Smith, who was a great blues archivist. And while I was there, I had this dream. I went to the movie of life, in the mud, in the night, in Mississippi Delta roads outside Clarksdale. I slogged along, lights flashed under trees. My black companion motioned, "Here they are, your company." Like giant rhinoceri with painted faces splashed over her side and snout, headlights glaring in rain, one after another buses rolled past us toward the Book Hotel boarding house up the hill, town ahead. Accompanying me, two girls pitched in the dark, slush-garbaged road, slipping in deep ruts, wheels had left behind sucking at their high heels, staining granny dresses sequined, magic-marked with astral signs, head groupies who knew the way to this Grateful Dead half-century heroes caravan pit stop for the night. I climbed mid-road, a toad hopped before my foot. I shrank aside, unthinking, kicked it off with leather shoe. Animal feet scurried back at my sight. A little monster on his back bled red. Nearby, this prey, a lizard with large eyes retreated, and a rat, curled tail and slithered in mud wet to the dirt gutter, repelled. A long climb ahead. The girls would make it with me when I came. I moved ahead, eager to rejoin old company. Merry pranksters with aged pride and peacock's feathered beds, shining mylar mirror paper walls, acid mothers with strobe-lit radios, long-haired men, gaunt 60s diggers emerged from the night to rest, bathe, cook spaghetti, nurse their kids, smoke pipes and squat with the Indian sages round charcoal braziers in their cars. Profound American dreamers. I was in their company again after long years. Byways alone, looking for lovers in bar, street, country, towns, and sunlit cities. Rain and shine, snow and spring bud, backyard brick walls. Ominous adventures behind the Iron Curtain. Were we all grown old? I looked for my late boyfriends dancing to electric blues with their guns and smoke. Round jukebox walls, the smell of hash and country ham. Old newspaper media stars wandering room after room. Pentagon refugee Daniel Ellsberg. Old Dove David Dellinger, the anti-war resistor, the war resistors anti-Vietnam prophet, bathing in an iron tub with a patch in his stomach wall. Abby Hoffman explaining the natural strategy of city political saint works. Quicksilver messenger musicians. Buckley orators with half-grown children in their socks and dirty faces. Alcohol uncles who played chess and strummed banjos frayed by broken fingernails. Where's Ken Kesey? Away tonight in another megalopolis hosting hypnosis parties for Hell's Angels? Maybe nail them down on stage or radio. Neal must be tending his daughters in Los Gatos, pacifying his wife, coming down from amphetamines in his bedroom, or downers to sleep this night away, and wake for work in the Great Bay Carnival tented among smokestacks, railroad tracks, and freeways, under boxhouse urban hills. Young movie stars with grizzled beards passed through the bus corridors looking for Dylan in the movie office. Re-swaggering old roles, recorded words of theirs now sung years later in Leningrad and Shanghai, their wives in tortoise-shell glasses and paisley shawls and towels, tending cauldrons bubbling with spaghetti sauce, and racks of venison, squirrel or lamb, ovens open with hot rhubarb pies. Whom should I love? Here, with one with leather hat, blonde hair, strong body, middle age, face frowned in awful thought, beer in hand by the bathroom wall. That digger boy I knew with giant phallus, bald head studying medicine walked by, preoccupied now with his anatomy homework going back to college years later, rolling a joint, his thick fingers at his chest, eyes downcast on paper and tobacco. One by one I checked them out as love companions, none whose beauty stayed my heart. This place was tired of my adoration. They knew my eyes too well. No one I could find to give me bed tonight and wake me grinning naked, with eggs scrambled for breakfast ready, oatmeal, grits, or hot spicy sausages at noon assembly when I opened my eyes out of dream. I wandered, walking room through psychedelic buses, wanting to meet someone new, younger than this crowd of wily, wrinkled wanderers with their booze and families, electronic arts and crafts, woe-lined brows of chemical genius music producers, adventurous politicians, singing ladies and earthly paramours playing rare parts in the final movie of a generation. The cameras rolled and followed me. Was I the central figure in this film? We had passed dark-starred crossroads and risen over bridges the ghost-lit caravan party of gypsy intellects had passed through USA in front of an eye recording tape better in celluloid. I'd known most faces and guided the invisible cameras room to room, pausing at candle-lit bus windows on flooded cotton fields we'd seen by daylight, familiar stars whispering by coal stoves, poetic headline artists known from Rolling Stone and New York Times, actors and actresses from the Living Theater, gaunt-faced and eloquent with lifted hands and bony fingers greeting me on my way to the bus driver's wheel, tattered dirty gloves on Neal's seat, waiting his return from working the National Railroad. Young kids I had taught saluting me wearily from worn couches as I passed bus to bus, cameras moving behind me. What was my role? I hardly knew these faded heroes, friendly strangers so long on the road. I'd been out teaching in Boulder, Manhattan, Budapest, London, Brooklyn so long. Why follow me through these amazing further bus party reunion corridors tonight? Or is this movie or real? If I turn to face the camera, I'd break the scene, dissolve the plot illusion. Or is it illusion art, or just my life? Were cameras over there, ever? The picture flowed so evenly before my eyes. How could a crew following me invisible, still and smoothly noiseless, bus to bus, from room to room along the caravan's painted labyrinth? This wasn't cinema, and I no hero spokesman documenting friendship scenes. Only myself alone, lost in the cabin with familiar strangers, still looking for some sexual angel for mortal delights. No different from haunting St. Mark's Boys' Bar again, solitary in a tie and jacket and gray beard, wallet in my pocket full of cash and cards, useless. A glimmer of lights in the curtained doorway before me. My heart leapt forward to the orgy room. Oh, youths, lithe and hairless, smooth-skinned, white buttocks, ankles, young men's nippled chest lit behind the curtain, thighs entwined in the male area. The place I was looking for behind my closed eyelids all night, this night. I pushed my hand into the room, moving aside the curtain that shimmered within, bright with naked knees and shoulders, pale in candlelight, entered the pleasure chamber's empty door, glimmering silver shadows reflected on the silver curtained veil, eyelids still dazzling as their adolescent lips, intangible, dissolved where I put my hand into the vacant room, lay down on its dark floor to watch the lights of phantom arms pulsing behind closed eyelids, conscious as I woke in bed, returned at dawn to New York, wood-slatted Venetian blinds over the windows on East 12th Street in my white painted room.
Hold on.
Allen Ginsberg is right.
From the Music Faucet fifth anniversary broadcast from Fez of the Neal Cassady Memorial broadcast. Allen Ginsberg with the Angel Headed Hipsters featuring Tim Sternberg, Philip Dray,